Hello, my darlings, and thank you for watching. Now, I fully appreciate that by now some of you ladies who have been watching, perhaps listening to some of the stories that I've been telling, are no doubt sitting there thinking, Baron, you are a cranky, tired, misogynistic bastard. But I'm not a misogynist. You maybe have listened to my talk about sheds and Tiger Woods, and you're thinking to yourself, no, you do not understand women at all, and especially wives. And what I would suggest to you ladies, especially for your wives, is this. I do not blame women or wives for the way that they act and behave at all, because I think in most cases wives are totally unaware of the way that they act and the effect that this has on their husbands. So in a sense, I'm not blaming you at all. On the contrary, I regard the reason for this behavior as being totally genetic. Listen to this. You no doubt have heard of the Human Genome Project, huh? All these clever scientists are working out what every single gene on every single chromosome does. And soon they will know not only where they all are, but what they all do and how they interact with each other. And I am absolutely convinced that these clever scientists will find a gene tucked away somewhere, probably hiding. And this gene is exclusive to women, and this gene only becomes switched on when that woman becomes a wife. And this gene, this bastard, has been responsible for more misery on this planet than all the mosquito-borne diseases in the world you can think of put together. Because this gene is the gene that does not allow a wife to forgive or forget anything that a husband has ever said or done. It is appalling. But there is hope, because this is what will happen. Once this gene is discovered, the United Nations will make an announcement. And immediately, every scientist in the world, especially if they're a husband, will drop whatever the hell it is that they're researching. And the entire world's scientists will converge on a common problem, which is how to eradicate or at least nullify this gene. It will be a concentration of scientific talent that never before has been seen in the history of our planet. This will make the Manhattan Project look like a picnic. And within 3 months tops, some genius will have worked it out. And of course they will win the Nobel Peace Prize, and shrines will be erected in their memory all over the world. Because keep in mind, this affliction is something that does not only happen to Westerners or to Roman Catholics. It happens in every city and culture and creed and religion. Now what will happen is this. Wives essentially will become more like their husbands. So no longer will a wife be able to recant verbatim everything that their husband said 13 years ago. And not only that, but be able to tell them exactly what they were wearing and what they had for dinner that night. Now they will say, what, we had an argument a month ago? That is old news, forget it, let's move on. In other words, more like their husbands. At the moment, imagine this. A husband and wife are sitting down at the dining room table, and the wife is looking at the husband. And already the husband is starting to get nervous. He's thinking to himself, why is she looking at me? What have I done or not done? What have I said or not said? And subconsciously, if he's prepared, he's thinking, I know I can jump through the window and get to my shed in 6 seconds. But imagine this scenario in the future. The husband and wife are sitting at the dining room table. The husband is quite relaxed. And the wife looks at the husband and she says to him, you know what? You're kind of cute and nice. Why don't you drop your pants and we'll have some fun? Can you even imagine this happening? And yet I'm firmly convinced that this is the case in the future, huh? And I believe that this moment, when this gene is nullified, will go down as the greatest moment in our species. It will mark the dawn of a new golden age. And when I think of this future, and I may not live long enough to see it, but when I imagine this future and I think of our little blue-green planet, I would like to think that there will be a blue-green planet with a nice big smiley face in it, because I think our lives will be incomparably better.